Arriving at the entrance of a Roman Forum, we found that two places need to visit. In our left side is going to the top of the Palatine Hill, and in our right side is going to Roman Forum. We choose to go up to the Palatine Hill where you can see the overlooking of Roman Forum.
Sign.
Palatine Hill located 40 meters above the Roman Forum, and it is the most central of the 7 hills of Rome and forms one of the oldest parts of the city. It is considered to be the birthplace of the Italian capital and is believed to have been inhabited since the year 1000 BC. During the Republican period, Roman citizens belonging to the upper class settled in the Palatine Hill and built sumptuous palaces of which important traces are still preserved. According to the ancient Roman legends, the founders of Rome, Romulus and Remus, twin sons of Mars, were abandoned as infants in the flooding Tiber River and were deposited by the receding waters at the foot of the Palatine. According to the Roman mythology, talks of the cave that was inhabited by Luperca, the she-wolf that took care of Romulus and Remus, which is located in the Palatine Hill. According to the legend, when the brothers grew up, they decided to form a city on the banks of the river. But when they could not come to an agreement in some points of the decision, Romulus killed Remus and founded the city of Rome. Palatine is topographically intricate and scenically attractive, despite the general starkness that is allayed by the artistically landscaped vegetation. Level upon level of multi-story buildings has been built on previous sites and structures. Though the cave was long thought to be lost, in 2007, a team of archaeologists identified a vaulted sanctuary buried 52 feet or 16 meters inside the Palatine Hill, believed to be the ancient site Romans revered as the Lupercal. The Palatine consisted originally of 3 summits: the Germalos to the north, the Velia, a kind of isthmus that linked the Palatine to the neighboring Esquiline Hill, and the Palatium to the south. The Palatium was the highest of the summits and later gave its name to the entire hill. This is the overlooking of Roman Forum from the top of Palatine Hill. Roman Forum in English and Forum Romanum in Latin. Most important forum in ancient Rome, situated on a low ground between the Palatine and Capitoline Hills. The Roman Forum was the scene of public meetings, law courts, and gladiatorial combats in Republican times and was lined with shops and open-air markets. Under the Empire, when it primarily became a center for religious and secular spectacles and ceremonies, it was the site of many of the city's most imposing temples and monuments. The Roman Forum was originally covered by a swamp. It was only the late 7th century BCE that the valley was reclaimed and the Roman Forum began to take shape. it was destined to remain the center of public life for over a millennium. The various monuments were built through the century. First, the buildings for political, religious, and commercial activities. Then, during the 2nd century BCE, the civil basilicas used for judicial activities. Already at the end of the Republican age, the ancient Roman Forum had become insufficient to serve as the administrative and representative center of the city. The various dynasties of emperors added only prestigious monuments. The temple of Vespasian and Titus and that of Antoninus, Pius, and Faustina, dedicated to the memory of the deified emperors. And the monumental ark of Septimius Severus, built at the western end of the Forum in 203 CE to celebrate the emperor's victorious over the Parthians. The last great development was carried out by the Emperor Maxentius in the early years of the 4th century CE, when the temple dedicated to the memory of his son Romulus and the imposing basilica on the Velian Hill was erected. I will carry you home. I will carry you home. The last monument built in the Forum was the column erected in 608 CE in honor of the Byzantine Emperor Phocas. After this date, part of the area was gradually buried under silt, turning to meadow and taking the name of the Campo Vaccino. But some monuments survived by being converted into churches. The Iulia Curia became the Church of Sant Adriano. Part of the Temple of Antonino and Faustina was transformed into the Church of San Lorenzo in Miranda, while the Temple of Romulus became the Church of the Santi Cosma and Damiano. The Church of Santa Maria Nova was erected in the 9th century in one of the cells of the Temple of Venus in Roma. In the 16th century, the Church of San Giuseppe dei Falegnami was constructed over the Mamertine prison, the medieval name of the Tilanium, an ancient jail built by Ancus Martius. According to an unproven medieval tradition, Saint Peter was also held prisoner in it. Finally, in the 17th century, the Church of Santa Luca e Martina was rebuilt on the ruins of the Secretarium Senatus.